What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the JuiceBox presented by LOCKCITY. It's Wighty here today. Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone's having a good week. Today we have episode 221 of the JuiceBox. It's, of course, going to be your daily MLB outlook. Everything that you need to know for MLB action today, Wednesday, September 17th, 2025. Yesterday on the JuiceBox, unfortunately, we dropped our third consecutive JuiceBox Lock, which is the first time I think that since we started the podcast that we've done that. But obviously we're going to bounce back today here with a winner, hopefully 3 winners. We can go ahead and sweep the slate, but definitely have a good one picked out for the JuiceBox Lock here to stop a little bit of bleeding. Overall, obviously we're still 90, 67, and 2, our overall record, and that's up 44.74 units. So still looking spectacular overall on that, but definitely need to stop the bleeding here today. So without further ado, let's get into it. First play of the day here is going to be a 1-unit play. We're going to be looking at Yandy Diaz, hits plus runs plus RBIs. So Diaz is up against Gausman today. Firstly, let's talk about his last 10, actually. So over the course of his last 10 games, he's cashed his hits plus runs plus RBIs line 7 times. He's done it 5 out of his last 6 games, and then notably, obviously, his last 4 games, he's gotten at least 3 hits plus runs plus RBIs in each of those, the last 2 being against Toronto. He's seeing Gausman today. Obviously, Gausman's a pretty good pitcher, I would say average in terms of the overall MLB landscape. But Gausman's plate appearances against Yandy Diaz they leave a lot to be desired on the Gausman side of things, obviously advantageous on the Diaz side of things. So Diaz is 5 for 11. He's got 4 singles. He's got a home run. Obviously something to be wary of. He has struck out 4 times against Gausman, which is not great. And he's been walked once. The fact that he's been batting well, the fact that he hits well against Gausman, obviously Steinbrenner Field is a super run-friendly park as well. Our first play of the day, 1 unit here, is going to be Yandy Diaz over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. Minus 120 was the best line that I could find on Bet365, but obviously if you can find a better line than that, please go ahead and take it. The next one that we're going to talk about is going to be an NRFI, so you can sue me later, but this one's going to be hitting today. This one that we're going to talk about is going to be the Padres and the Mets, Nick Pivetta and David Peterson. So on the Nick Pivetta side of things, he's got an away NRFI record of 11-2, so an 85% clip rate when he's on the road, 76% clip rate overall. And then on the David Peterson side of things, he's got a 12-2 overall NRFI record at home, so an 86% clip rate at home, as well as 86% overall. He's also 12-2 on the road, so he's 24-4 overall in terms of his NRFI record. This model on props.cash is giving it an implied 65% NRFI probability. Us on daily sheets, sheet.today/MLB, we give it about the same. But when I look at this, I see 86%, 85%. Of course, the offenses are good here, so we are seeing 2 really potent offenses with both the Mets and the Padres. But both of these teams are fighting for wins. Stakes are high here. We got 2 good pitchers on the mound. I feel very comfortable with this NRFI today. So our second play here, also going to be 1 unit, so not the JuiceBox Lock just yet. But our second play here is going to be the Mets and the Padres, or Padres and the Mets, whatever way you want to say it. No runs in the first inning, minus 120 again on Bet365 was the best line that I could find. I actually think all 3 of these plays today were minus 120, but that's going to be the second one, also a unit, NRFI for the Padres and the Mets. And the last one that we're going to look at is going to be our JuiceBox Lock here. I really love this spot for today. We got Ryan Weathers, left-handed pitcher out in Colorado. I was going to say down in Colorado, but out in Colorado is probably more geographically considerate of me to say. We're going to be going with the Marlins here on the first 5. So we got Ryan Weathers on the bump here for the Marlins, 2-1 overall, 2.73 ERA, 1.04 WHIP. He's only gone just under 30 innings this season, but Weathers has looked good. If we want to hop into his game log here, he held Washington to absolutely nothing. 5 hits, but no runs. He looked pretty good even down in Tampa Bay, which is a super run-friendly park. He did not look good against the Giants, but he's looked good against the Padres. He's looked good against the Cubs twice. I really like what I'm seeing out of Ryan Weathers. And then in terms of his splits on the road, batters are only hitting 160 off of him, and he's got a 2.63 ERA. Obviously, when he's up at Coors Field, that is another very run-friendly park. But I do like Ryan Weathers today. On the Rockies side of things, we got McCade Brown, who's been an absolute mess. He's only gone 13 innings this season, so again, very small sample size. But 0-4, 9.88 ERA. If we want to hop into his game log here, he gave up 2 runs to the Padres, 6 runs to the Padres, 3 runs to the Cubs, 4 runs to the Pirates. So no matter who he's playing, he's given up at least 2, I would say probably 3 earned runs. If we want to hop into his splits at home, He's getting hit 385 by opposing batters, only a 5.2 inning or 5 and 2/3 inning sample size. But he's got a home ERA of 14.29. He's getting absolutely lit up. The Rockies have nothing to play for. He's going to get bombed again today against what is a sneaky Miami Marlins lineup. I'm going to be going here for our JuiceBox Lock of the day. I absolutely love this line. I think it's mispriced, but it's the Marlins, so we're getting a good price on it because they're not the best team in the world. But they're only 3 games below 500 when they're on the road. Obviously, the Rockies are a disaster. We're going to be going with the Marlins on the first 5 minus half a run, so we need them to be up by at least 1 run after the first 5 innings. That's going to be minus 120 as well. That's going to be our JuiceBox Lock of the day. Best line that I could find, again, was on Bet365, but of course, if you can find a better line, please take that. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Take care. Tap in again tomorrow. Discord at the bottom of the screen there, completely free. Like and subscribe if you like the content that you've been getting. But other than that, we'll see y'all back here tomorrow. Peace.